episode of TP Travels. In this episode we are showing you how we built the overhead cupboards. Mainly you, isn't it?
This is how I built the overhead cupboards.
I'm just a glamorous assistant as usual.
Yeah, and you don't get more glamorous. Yeah, so this episode is just about how we built the overhead cupboards. It's as simple as that, really. There's a lot that I kind of just made up on the fly as I went, and I'm glad I sort of documented it because now I can actually see my thought process back again. And I am one for changing my mind a lot, so. Anyway, this hopefully should be quite helpful for a lot of people building their cupboards. You know, my background, carpentry, but lightweight is something that I've never really had to think about before. And so the method I've used in a type of framing way, you'll see, is very lightweight and very simple and actually very, very easy to follow. And so this episode should hopefully give you some really good insight into how to build a nice lightweight set of cupboards that go up top.
Hope you enjoy it.
Let's get on with it. Alright, so I'm in another one of those situations where I'm rolling with some punches. What I have here is the bathroom wall. I have the seats. I've also got this section here. I've decided I'm going to try and make, like a cupboard type shelf thing in there. So what I'm thinking of doing is maybe putting a piece of 9mm ply in here. That's going to run down the back of the seat, and then a base for it in there, and then that's my cupboard. Alright, I'm mid-flow of making my cupboard that goes behind the seats in that sort of triangulated area. This is what I got. So if you imagine this is the bathroom wall, this is therefore my cupboard. What I've done is just cut a piece of 9mm ply. I've actually cut the middle out of the back of it. It doesn't serve any particular purpose to have it completely plied. Only the bits that are visible really need to actually exist. So to save weight, just cut out the middle. So I've got the planer just onto this here, just to make an angle on it, and I'm just now going to glue and fix this through there. This part here will then go onto the bathroom wall. So yeah, it's looking okay. I'm quite happy with the progress. So now I've got my little triangular cupboard made. I need to paint it before I put it in because there's absolutely no chance around the back of the seats. So it's just a process, isn't it? Anyway, I keep a scuttle with a mini roller and brush for the primer, and a scuttle with a mini roller and a brush for the top coat. And all I do is got a little bungee around it. I just put the plastic back over the top and tuck it into the bungee after I'm finished, and it keeps it good. So that's pretty much it. So now that I've got my bathroom wall in, I am starting on the shelf, which is going to be the underside of like the cupboard. And the idea of this is I'm going to put this shelf in and fix it up to the underside of there, and it's going to scribe around all this to then start the platform for what is going to be then the top cupboard. So bit by bit you'll see how this goes together, but ultimately we start with the bottom, and then we can make a front all the way along, and then in between we can then put our braces in where needed to keep its rigidity and support. We've also decided to bring this unit out over the top of the kids' seats as well. Probably what we'll do is mount a couple of lights in there so they can have a reading light each. So I've got my initial measurements done. I have my first bit of ply laid out ready to go. So I'm going to start cutting and scribing.
Fall back just a little bit. Can you let me off? I wasn't ready for this ride. Fall back just a little bit more.
Alright, now I've got most of the shelf fixed up. It's fixed up at the back there, up into the metal trim. I've got my screws in there. There's lots of screws, so lots of support. while I got these bits of wood out and I was just checking it for level, what I'm probably going to do here, just to get this plank of ply straight, I'm probably going to clamp this on, or these two pieces like this, and squish them down, and that should get it straight. And so that will give me half a clue as to you know, where things are out and stuff like that.
That I can't get through to you. One more night and I swear we're through. Answers don't matter too much when.
So the theory that we're working to is the principle that we have a straight line as an upright, and we know that's straight. We can't put a spirit level in a van, obviously, so the only way we can get a horizontal line is to come 90 degrees from this one. So we know that's vertical, so we know that is exactly horizontal, 90 degrees to there, and that is how we're working pretty much all the dimensions of the rest of the build from. Dowels. That's my next port of call. So I've drilled a couple of dowel holes in the piece outside, and then what I'm going to do then is just bring that in, line it up, and just mark where each of the dowels are. I've set the combi square to the depth I want, so I'm just going to run that line through there, and it should all line up.
It is such a cliche. Hold me down, I'm slipping too far behind. Enemy lines, secret phone calls in the night time.
Okay, rather stupidly I didn't film the making of this, but essentially here it is. It's a piece of ply, and what I've used is this is 12mm ply, but obviously cutting out all these bigger sections here mean that it's actually really quite lightweight. There's not really any weight to it. What I've done on the back here, just to show you, is I have fixed a nice thick piece of timber through there. I think that's roughly 30 by 30 in terms of millimeters, and then glued and screwed on these two little legs here. And the idea is that when that's up in position, I've got something for the hinges to fix to, because it's going to be top hinged, opening up. And then on the side here, there is something for the gas strut to connect to, because like I say, I'm not building this like cupboards or carcasses. This is very much going to be like a facade, and the behind here is just completely open space. I'll try it. This should go up in one piece, although this is where my plan gets scuppered. So if it'll go, or as my old mate Jim used to say, if in doubt, give it a clout. Alright, sweet, there we go. The backing though, I need to get the backing on now. So, into there, shove it that way, squaring up. And that's a piece of backing. And yeah, there's more to come. So this section here sticks out a lot further than this bit. So I'm going to build out a box across the front of here. Let me get that perspective. Just build this bit out a little bit further, and then just take it through there. And then, like I said, up here I'm going to have to put kind of like a little angly fillet-y thing, but I'll do the uprights first, and then I'll know what my angle fillet's going to need to be.
Harder every time. Secret out so soon somehow, but I just don't care because it's felt right. So where's that quiet time today? If my friends ever heard me say I wish I could run away with her, book ourselves in a cheap hotel. The idea is so hard to sell because it just felt right. Still I grow every day from that
as you can see, I've got this piece in here, so this is on an angle. I was thinking, how am I going to fashion that all in, and it was actually looking to be quite a pain, so I just decided to just pull an angle on it. This is a piece of bendy ply. Put a cleat on the bathroom wall just to hold that side. This side I've got this here, which is going to have this clad onto it, and that's going to lock the back piece into position. And this back piece, I'm basically just going to put some glue around the top, and then lower down there's a metal runner running through. I'm going to fix it to the metal runner down low. I got the second cupboard put in. When I say second cupboard, you know, the continuation of what was that. Yeah, not really much to say about it. It's gone in pretty easily. I made a bit of a cock up. There's a screw behind here that split a bit of the ply on the inside, so I've got a bit of tidying up to do there. It happens. Yeah, one good thing is now though that I've got the carcassing in place. For this side of the van means I can actually start working on the electrics, because this cupboard here, where you can see the max fan cables dangling and the draw wire, it's where my solar charge controllers are going to go, and one of the 12 volt distribution boards is going to go there. Then from there I need to then get all those cables fed through the conduit and off to wherever they need to go. So now would be a particularly good time to do that. Plus, when Meeks is free, she's going to come and fill up all of these holes, rub them down and paint them. Alright, I hope you guys found that useful. If there's anything you need to know any further that I haven't mentioned,
The comments down below.
We're
Very good at commenting. Yeah, we are. You
commenting on down below.
I was just admiring the view, not yours. The background. Wasn't that a great video? Thank you very much. So there's a lot of decorating to be done after the cupboards have been made.
Maybe the glamorous assistant can help with that.
Maybe.
We shall see. Anyway, thanks a lot for watching. If you're liking the series so far, then obviously give us a subscribe. The more people that subscribe, the more we feel like we know we're doing something worthwhile. So yeah, that's how we gauge our feedback as to whether we make more videos. It takes a long time. I'm an absolute novice at this, so.
Well, thank you very much, and hopefully you will get some comments and it will give him the boost to make another one. Yay!
All right, until next time.
Until next time, bye.
Bye-bye.